Welcome to another episode of Creator Daily. I'm your host Michael, covering the top news stories, latest strategies, and emerging trends in the overall creator landscape. Today we'll dive into Elon Musk's lawsuit against OpenAI, accusing them of losing sight of their altruistic goals. We'll also discuss TikTok's new initiative to keep creators ahead with a Trends Digest. Find out why experts believe Reddit's valuation could hit $5 billion as it eyes a public offering. Plus, we'll look into Vuture's recent financial boost from Permira aimed at supporting content creators. Don't miss out on how X is changing the game, ensuring your pinned posts get maximum exposure. And lastly, we'll examine why Facebook is phasing out its News tab and what this means for news publishers on the platform. Stay tuned for all that and more on Creator Daily. Elon Musk has initiated legal action against the AI research company OpenAI and its CEO, Sam Altman, over the company's shift away from its original altruistic mission in favor of profit maximization. Musk, a co-founder of OpenAI, asserts that the organization's collaboration with Microsoft has resulted in OpenAI becoming what he considers a closed-source de facto subsidiary of Microsoft. The core of the lawsuit revolves around the GPT-4 model, which Musk claims has been kept a secret and is being driven by commercial motives rather than safety concerns. Musk's lawsuit is demanding that OpenAI recommits to its founding principles, which were to develop and share AI for the good of humanity as a nonprofit open-source entity. The suit stresses the need for OpenAI to serve public interest rather than the interests of individuals like Altman, Brockman, or corporations such as Microsoft. The article mentions that the GPT-4 AI released by OpenAI is not only adept at reasoning, even surpassing the capabilities of average humans in some instances, but also that the company may be developing an even more advanced AI called Q-Star. Meanwhile, Musk has shown a continuous interest in the ethical development and control of AI, demonstrated by signing an open letter calling for a halt on giant AI experiments and starting his own AI ventures. Additionally, the lawsuit touches on a brief period when Altman was ousted from his role at OpenAI, only to be reinstated, citing this as a moment when Microsoft allegedly exerted influence to install board members more favorable to their interests. Finally, it's highlighted that the partnership between OpenAI and Microsoft is currently under scrutiny by regulatory bodies in the UK, EU, and US, which are investigating the potential competitive impacts of their relationship. If you're on the lookout for the latest trends to give your TikTok presence a boost, you're in luck. TikTok has started rolling out a new series called Trends Digest, which aims to provide a monthly overview of the top trends on the platform, complete with tips on how to incorporate these trends into your content strategy. According to TikTok, the goal is to go beyond temporary fads, focusing on broader trend signals rather than fleeting trend moments. This approach seeks to help users build a solid foundation by understanding the broad concepts behind popular content. That way, instead of scrambling to keep up with each new daily trend, you can create content that's consistently relevant and on trend. Every trending topic on TikTok apparently hinges on 4 key elements, and understanding the combination of these elements can help define your approach to engaging with trends. For example, this month TikTok highlighted trends that put a positive spin on everyday situations, like carousel slides or 2-character conversational videos, showing that there's more than one way to engage users with relatable content. TikTok is on a mission to make this a monthly feature, providing fresh insights that could be valuable for shaping your brand's engagement strategy on the app. This new Trends Digest is more than just a list of what's popular. It's an attempt to dissect the mechanics of TikTok engagement and offer useful guidance for marketers and content creators looking to tap into the platform's dynamic trend landscape. All right, let's talk about Reddit's upcoming move into the public market. The platform that stirred up the venture-backed listing scene is making headlines as it gears up to go public. This is a big deal, not just for Reddit, but for a bunch of late-stage startups waiting in line for their own debut on the stock market. The key to making this work, though, is getting its valuation right. Investors are eyeing that sweet spot for Reddit's launch, something that's not too high to scare off potential buyers but not too low to suggest undervaluation. They've told TechCrunch that a good target for Reddit could be around the $5 billion mark. This figure comes despite previous rounds of funding valuing Reddit at a lofty $10 billion. Given the market's twist and turn since then, experts agree a $5 billion valuation seems more in line with reality and could strike the right balance for a successful IPO. Now let's unpack why $5 billion is such a sweet spot. For starters, Reddit has reported around $800 million in yearly revenue, and at $5 billion, the valuation would fall into a mid-single-digit revenue multiple. That's consistent with other companies in Reddit's space and with the current sentiment of public markets. Secondary market activity also hints at this valuation. Recent transactions seen by professionals in the know peg the platform somewhere between $4.80 and $5 billion, suggesting that's the price investors are willing to bet on pre-IPO. But this IPO journey isn't without its uncertainties. Despite the lowered valuation, there hasn't been a surge in secondary market activity, indicating that investors aren't jumping at the chance to snap up shares just yet. Part of this could be down to Reddit's strategy of offering shares to its top users, potentially to create some early trading buzz and avoid the stock from getting tangled into the meme trading frenzy. When we look at what's next, the lack of enthusiasm for an IPO pop is noteworthy. This cautious anticipation contrasts with other hopefuls like Klaviyo and Instacart, each of whom hasn't quite become the poster child for IPO success stories. Experts believe Reddit might find better success if it sets expectations a bit lower. Bankers and management ought to aim for a valuation that doesn't overpromise. Despite the reasons to price over $5 billion, including a new AI partnership with Google, or providing liquidity to late-stage investors, many are rooting for a lower valuation. A price point that's just right could give Reddit a successful IPO, which would be a win not just for the company, but also for the broader venture and secondary markets. If Reddit gets this right, if they price their IPO competitively so they hit the ground running on the first day, it could recalibrate the playing field for other IPO hopefuls waiting for their chance to shine before the summer rush. So, eyes are on Reddit as it navigates this critical juncture with the potential to lead the way for other companies on the sideline. Big news coming out of the digital content world, folks. Vuture, which hails from the UK and has made a name by investing in digital content creators, has just scored itself a pretty sweet deal. They've received a hefty investment from Permira Credit, which is well known for pouring money into tech ventures. This influx of cash is set to replenish Vuture's pool of funds that they use to license content from creators. Jason Nichols from Vuture emphasized just how critical this is for them. They believe in supporting those who want to grow their channel, but without the risk of shelling out their own cash. Instead, creators can team up with Vuture, who's ready and equipped to finance all sorts of creative endeavors. One of their most high-profile investments so far has been with the Sidemen, a group of 7 creators who've been absolutely knocking it out of the park with ventures like their latest Netflix documentary. The backing from Permira is going to bolster Vuture's ability to support more creators, which not only cements current relationships but also paves the way for new ones. According to David Page, the CEO of Vuture, this move adds a layer of trust and opens the door to quite a few exciting opportunities for creators and the video licensing industry. So there you have it. For those content creators looking for a financial boost without the risk, Vuture just might be your ticket to the next level, and with Permira's support, they're set to make a big splash in the scene. Keep an eye on what they do next. Big news for users of X, the social media platform some of you might still call by its former name, Twitter. The platform's owner, Elon Musk, has just announced a new feature that's coming soon. Get this. Your pinned posts are going to be seen by all of your followers in the app. That's right, no more worries about the X algorithm suppressing the visibility of your posts. Once you pin a message, everyone following you will get to see it. But there's a little catch. You can only pin one post every 48 hours. This is meant to prevent people from overusing the feature. While this new change is a small victory for visibility on the platform, it does bring up a current problem. The fact that a lot of the time followers don't even see the content they've signed up for because the platform prioritizes the most engaging content to keep user interaction high. That's not all, folks. X has also been reducing the reach of accounts that don't subscribe to X Premium, the platform's paid version. But it seems like pinning a post for increased visibility is an option even for those who haven't opened their wallets. Now, while this might seem like a game changer, it's probably not going to shake things up too much. Most X users rarely, if ever, post to the app. For the more active birds in the nest, this could be a nifty way to make sure their best feathers are fully fluffed for all to see, especially since revenue generation on X can depend on user engagement. But with everyone getting the chance to pin their posts, the main feed could become quite the crowded birdhouse. And what's more, X will have less control over content quality without its usual algorithmic curation. Plus, let's face it, there might be a bit of squawking from users if their reach numbers don't match up to their follower counts. So there you have it, folks. Pinning posts on X to boost visibility is almost here. It's a curious move, and it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out once the users get to grip with this new feature. Could this be a lasting change, or will the platform have to take a step back after a potential creator backlash? Only time will tell. Keep your eyes peeled and your tweets on point, because this is definitely something to watch. In a significant shift of strategy, Facebook is set to remove its dedicated news tab in April. This move means that the platform will also stop making new commercial deals with news publishers in the United States and Australia, effectively ending payouts to organizations such as CNN, the New York Times, and others, which had previously benefited from content deals worth millions of dollars. This isn't Facebook's first step back from news content. Similar steps have been taken before, like when they introduced instant articles and later changed their focus towards the creator economy. Meta, Facebook's parent company, is shifting focus to align with user preferences, emphasizing short-form video content over news, which they claim makes up less than 3% of the global content seen in Facebook feeds. Publishers are encouraged to continue posting content on their own pages and to use other Facebook products, such as Reels and ads, to drive traffic to their sites. Meanwhile, the cessation of Facebook's licensing deals is more current news in Australia, where they had been paying out $70 million per year to local outlets following the implementation of the News Media and Digital Platforms Mandatory Bargaining Code. Now, as these 3-year contracts come to an end, Australian publishers will also stop receiving funds from Facebook's deals. That's a wrap on today's episode of Creator Daily. I'm your host, Michael, and I want to thank you all for tuning in and being a part of the conversation. Remember, you can find all the juicy details and links we talked about in today's show right there in the show notes. So don't miss out on that extra goodness. If you've got thoughts, questions, or just want to share your creator stories, we are all ears. Reach out to us via email at creatordaily@podcrafter.com. We love hearing from you, and who knows, your message might just make it into a future episode. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button wherever you get your podcasts, so you never miss out on the latest strategies and trends that can help you on your creator journey. I'm Michael, signing off for now. Keep creating, keep innovating, and I'll catch you on the next episode of Creator Daily. Stay amazing, everyone.